Hi, my name is Ann Island from Nebraska. My business is Auntie Sykes Create yourself. I create plans for people who want to work on their goals in their life. Thank you for coming by. Today I'm going to be talking about self-advocacy. But please ring the bell so you can be notified of new videos. Share and or leave a comment below. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Hit the like button. Self-advocacy. The actions of presenting oneself or one views or interest is, to me, it's like being yourself no matter what anybody says, and what you believe in, what your goals are, whatever is important to you, and that's okay. When I learned about advocacy, I didn't know what that word meant. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, or if I could do it. And when I learned about what advocacy meant, I learned I was doing it all my life. And I expect that everybody does some sort of advocacy for themselves and or others. All their life, they just, it's not always visible. It's not always presented like, okay, you're going to do this. Do advocacy like on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, where we don't usually put that on our calendar. Whether we should or not is, you need to ask yourself a question and answer, because there's a lot of things I think be good on our calendar, but we don't put on our calendar because it's a way of life. And when I advocate for myself, that's just a way of life for me, because I had to do it all my life. And I think a lot of people do the same thing all their life. They or I just put the word advocacy to whatever we do. I was always seen and taught as I could do anything. Well, with my attitude, my being, and you're telling to a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, no, don't get up, no, don't go get that ball. They're not going to understand that. So they do it anyway. And that's advocating. Do it anyway. Whether anybody wants you or not. That's why I love children and animals. Because they're doing stuff that they're not doing. They don't know that they're doing. They're just doing it naturally. And that's amazing to me. And that's why I like to teach Kepler and other children and parents that natural, whatever comes naturally is your sticks, your empathy. So you need to do that. And by starting that at a very early age, sometimes I say I started doing advocacy or whatever with Kepler at 1 or 2, but really I think I did it when he was still in the womb, because when the doctors convinced me I was pregnant, or we were, I'm sorry, we were pregnant, I was like, okay, there is a person in my tummy, and that person needs a voice. That person is a person who needs everything I can possibly give him. So I gave him a voice. When people said to me, like, for example, congratulations on your pregnancy, or the baby, I was like, Kevin, say thank you. And of course, nobody heard him say thank you. Maybe he did. He said thank you in his way that we don't know, but I know he heard that. And he always, well, not always, but he's very good at saying thank you and please and being polite. And that's the way I grew him up. That's the way I know that he has advocacy in his life. And another way I know he has advocacy in his life is when he needs to make a decision, a lot of times, not all the time because I'm not perfect and Ireland is not perfect at all. But a lot of times he'll come to me with a decision that he would like me to handle, tell him what to do. I don't. I tell him, if you pick this, this will happen, good and bad. If you pick this, this will happen, good or bad. And, if he can, if he's able, he'll pick a decision. And sometimes that decision is great for him. And it works out real good. And sometimes it doesn't work out at all. So, with my help, he has to regroup and do something else. How to be a self-advocate. Your beliefs are your advocacy. Whatever your beliefs are okay. No matter what anybody says, they are okay. And if you really want your belief, no matter what anybody says or anything happens, they're your beliefs, and you have to own them. You have to say to yourself first, I can do this way because I believe in it. And then you gotta say it to the world. And the world goes to sometimes, a lot of times, say, you don't want to do that. And or they're going to say, you're not going to do that. If you believe in it, you have to do it. You have to, no matter what. Now, to do it safely, or if it is dangerous or not quite safe, you might have to think about how can I make this so it's safe or it's presentable. And that's okay. You can do that. You can think about it. And maybe sometimes at first you just have go with the flow, and that's okay, but that doesn't mean you're going to leave whatever you're advocating alone. You're just thinking about it. It's like when my disability, I need stuff done for me. If I could do it, I would, but I can't. And when I don't do stuff for myself, I might not get the help I really need or what. Or they do it a different way. And I will not. And sometimes I cannot say, okay, that's not the way I want to do it over. I can't say it that all day long until that person does it the way I want. That's when, well, it's me still going on, and I wouldn't live my life. I would do this video because I'm doing that task. But if I say to a person, okay, clean my house, this is the way I want you to do it, da da da. And they do it not exactly the way I want, but it clean, then that's okay. But I can still say to myself, and I have to say stuff to myself first. my preference. That's what I tell others when they do ask. And I always say, this is my preference. You do you. Then I can work on it. I go, okay, that task is done, but next time, maybe do it like this, or something like that. With self-advocacy, there is 3 key elements. Understanding your needs. You have to understand your needs, because if you don't, you're not going to get the result as you need. Knowing what kind of support you want or might help, and communicate. If you tell someone how to do a task and they don't do it right the first time, you may have to tell them over and over and over again until either you are satisfied or they get it. But mostly because you're satisfied. It's your advocacy you need to say it. Understanding everything mostly means knowing your rights. Know what rights you have. You know, I need support in paying a person to clean the house. And I do have rights. I have a right to hire who I want. I have a right to have them in my house. I don't have a right. I'm working on having a right to have them work the way I think they should work. I'm working on that fiercely. And right now I'm just telling everybody, hey, I need it done this way. And welfare the government pays for. I can't have them use. I'm saying it. I'm believing it. And I have a lot of supporting people who say, you know what, you're right. And we don't know what to do with it right now, but at least I said it. It's like putting a little bug in someone's ear. They might not hear the full thing, but they heard some of it. And that creates a platform to work on your task to make it right. How can Auntie Sykes Create yourself support you being a self-advocate for yourself? Well, one is listening to you, starting a plan to work on it with you, for you, however you want, and decide create yourself to work on it. And rather than doing a specific sake or just listening or giving you ideas, we can do that. We will do that with you or for you. The first step is contacting us and thinking and telling us what you need. That's the first and more important thing to do. We talked about what self-advocacy is and how I define self-advocacy, how to be a self-advocate for yourself, and the three elements of self-advocacy: understanding your needs or the task, knowing what support will invite help, communicating what you're advocating for, communicating. That is the key. I truly hope this video was supportive and informative for you. In the next few weeks, I like to go more into depth about this. If you would like me to research a part of this, some of it, contact me and or leave a comment below. I can do that, or I can contact you with your permission, and we can do that together. Know your right with whatever you are advocating for. That's key. Know your rights. That doesn't mean you have to read all the law books and all the rules. You can, and that will mostly help, you know. Do it at your disposal. You know, meaning that you need to first say, okay, how am I going to do this? Am I going to go this route and learn everything? Or am I going to this route and see what comes along? Sometimes I take this route, see what comes along. I have an idea and I want to see it through, but it's not going to take over my life, meaning that, yes, I can read all my rights with that little print, but I don't want to. So I ask questions, and if I do have to read that little print, I do. But you be you. Up there with a fly in the way. But you be you and, you know, figure it out. If I'm sorry I fired on Liz, you be you, and if Auntie Sykes Create yourself can support you on you being you or helping you advocate for something for you. Great, please contact us. the prescription of every video we have. We're on Facebook. I'm trying to get on Instagram with. I just gotta figure it out. Before I go, I would like to know if you would like to see more videos like this. Please let me know if you do in the comment below or contact us. I'll read every letter, every note, answers to voicemail, answer everything I can. Next time I'll be talking about having an advocate. But first, I like to ask you a question. Have you ever been your own advocate or advocated for someone else? If you like, leave a comment, leave your answer in the comment below. Send me an email or text or call me. I and my family thank you for listening to me, and I hope I gave you something to take with you that will inspire yourself, and I thank you. And I'll see you next time. Stay safe and stay together. Bye-bye.